I recently went to a medieval festival where I saw plenty of beautifully crafted tools, accessories, and clothes. Some of the participants, they seemed to be wearing historically accurate outfits, while others had a more modern variant with other themes. Needless to say, it was a wonderful experience. I got plenty of inspiration. And that, coupled with my recent interest in solo role-playing games, I've decided that I too need a costume. And of course, you can't just slap together the perfect outfit overnight. I think something like this is something that develops over time, and I just want the idea to mature a bit before just finishing everything in one go. So I've decided to start with the accessories, and that's mostly for the reason that I already have most of the material I need for that, and I want to avoid buying things until the very last minute when I decide, okay, now I need it, and a plan is made and everything is ready for it. In the previous video, I made this pouch, and it's a great pouch. It's a coin pouch. But when I went to the medieval festival, I saw that they had these other pouches, and I just can't get it out of my head. I really want to make one of these, and I feel like I can't move on until that's done. I also have this leftover hand-dyed wool, which I want to spin up and incorporate in the new pouch. So I think I will start there. It's a relatively small project, so I may end up making something else in this video. We'll see, I haven't decided yet, but in any case, we will start with the accessories. Wait a minute, wasn't I supposed to make the other round pouch? Yes, I know. I saw something like this online and I just had to make it, mostly because I saw that the leather that they used to make this was rather thick, and I've had these thick pieces of scrap leather for the longest time, and I haven't had any good use for it other than making a mouse mat and some random coasters. So when I saw this, I thought this was great user case, and I quite like it quite a lot. I saw that the version that they had online, I guess it was dyed, but I think I'm just gonna let this patina naturally as I use it. And what I like about this is that this bottom circle here really acts as a seal. Now it's a little bit hard to close at the moment just because the leather hasn't really formed to the shape, so I think I have to leave it closed for a while. But if I get it to close here now, like that, that's not gonna come off anytime soon. So it's great. I just have to leave it like this for a bit and let the form shape, because it's a little bit slanted here. I feel like this is something great for my role-playing character. It's a nice container for keeping trinkets. The lid doesn't fall off. It has a different shape and form. I'm really enjoying this. Okay, that was that. Let's get back to the original project. That's one color down, and then I have this stuff left. I think I'm gonna end up playing this in another bobbin, or I will end up spinning this in another bobbin and then plying these two together. I think it will give a very nice effect. Okay guys, it's the next day and I've realized that I've made the holes way too close to the edge. That coupled with the uneven trim around here, like I've tried to make it as even and as neat as possible. I just don't have the correct cutting tools for it. It looks sloppy, and since this pouch is rather simple, I would like to clean it up. So I think what I'll do is I will fold the edges like this so that the holes here get hidden inside, and then I get a nice even top like this. And then I'll use the string that I just spun up to close this together, and it will also be decorational. I will add glue around to just make sure that it sticks. And then once I do that, then I'll punch holes underneath the seam, underneath the seam. So it might end up being a bit smaller than planned, but it's still fine. It'll still be something like this, and that's okay. So let's do that. I mean, I thought this was going to be a really straightforward, easy project, but I guess when circles are involved, I feel like it gets a lot harder just because you have to make everything symmetrical, and I think even gluing this like this, it's a potential challenge, but let's just go for it. I mean, the piece is already cut. I'm invested. Let's go. So I've glued and sewn the edges, and I think it looks great. It's a little bit messy here, but it's fine. It's handmade. And now I want to punch the holes and see the final result. For now, I think I'll actually take some of the hand spun and run it through some beeswax. Maybe I can use that instead. And I think that's enough leather accessories for now. I really like how all of them turned out. I like that there's a variation in function, sizes, and types of leather. I had a lot of fun. But now that I've made these accessories, I need to start making actual garments. I'm thinking of knitting a Viking style hood and perhaps dyeing the wool with onion peels to get this orangey copper look to it. But I'm not there yet. It will be a project for another video. I also want to make a linen dress because I do have linen curtains that I never use. The challenge there is that I don't have a sewing machine. I can borrow one, but that's a more complex project because I've never done clothes before, so it's very interesting. I want to use my time and I don't want to mess up this linen fabric. linen is expensive and it's nice, and I want to get it right the first time around. Anyway, let me know which pouch you liked the best. Thank you for sticking around. See you next time.